What is this in JavaScript? The this keyword in JavaScript is one of the most confusing aspects for senior and junior developers alike, and that's why this causes so many bugs. In this video, I'll explain this by giving you 5 simple rules that you can use to determine this in any situation that JavaScript will throw at you. By understanding these rules, it takes the confusion and the uncertainty out of how this works. Once we have covered these rules, I'll go through some of the most common issues caused by this and show you how to avoid them. Let's go through 5 simple rules. The first rule is the global context rule, which states the value of this outside of any function, in other words in the global context, will always be equal to the window object in web browsers or module.exports in Node. So in a browser, the value of this is equal to the window object when you're outside of any function. And in Node, when you're outside of any function, the value of this is equal to module.exports, which is an empty object by default. The second rule is the function rule, which states when strict mode is off, this will always be set to the window object if you're using a web browser or the global object if you're using Node. And in strict mode, the value of this will always be set to undefined. So if strict mode is off and I execute the script in a browser, this is equal to the window object. And if I set this .firstName to Mike, you'll see that a firstName property was created in the window object. What this tells us is that when strict mode is off and you're in a function, this points to the global context, which is the window object in browsers or the global object in Node. And when you try to set a property with this will create a property in the window object. And this makes sense because this points to the window object and therefore it will create a property in the window object. This behavior is problematic. We never want to mutate the global context. When this behavior occurs, it is always unintentional because when it happens, it is because a developer misunderstood how this works in a function. And due to this misunderstanding, the global context is mutated. Strict mode is a mechanism in JavaScript that prevents this behavior from happening. So let's look at what effect strict mode has on the behavior of the this keyword in functions. Before we look at some examples, let's bring up the function rule for when strict mode is on. The value of this will always be set to undefined. With the same code as in the previous example, if I turn strict mode on, this now equals to undefined. And if I set this .firstName to Mike with strict mode on, I get an uncaught type error. So strict mode affects the behavior of this in a function in 2 ways. Firstly, when you try and access this will always be set to undefined. And secondly, when you try and set a property on this, strict mode will prevent us from polluting the global context through improper use of this by throwing an uncaught type error. Essentially, strict mode prevents unwanted behavior of this in functions. I'd also like to point out that strict mode has no effect on the this keyword in any other situations in JavaScript. It is only in functions where strict mode has an effect on the this keyword. And the reason why this is because of the built-in rule in JavaScript that says that in a function, this will always point to the global context. And this rule causes a lot of unwanted behavior in functions. So to make things easier for yourself, just remember that strict mode only has an effect on the this keyword in functions and nowhere else. The third rule is the method rule, which states when a method is called, this will be set to the object that invoked the method. To understand the method rule, you first need to understand the difference between functions and methods in JavaScript. It's important to understand this difference because this behaves differently in functions compared to methods. This is a function as we all know it, and this is a method. Because when this function is invoked, it is invoked as a property of an object and therefore we refer to this function as a method. How a function is invoked determines whether we refer to a function as a function or a method. Now that we know what the difference between functions and methods in JavaScript is, let's look at an example of the method rule for this. Here's a person object with a greet method. If I execute the code, this .firstName prints the expected value for this .firstName to the console. And this makes sense because the rule says when a method is called, this will be set to the object that invoked the method. So how do we know which object invoked the method? Well, an easy way to determine which object invoked the method is to look at the invocation. The property immediately to the left of the method invocation will always be the object that invoked the method. It's important to understand why the value of this in the greet method is equal to the person object. A lot of people incorrectly think that this is lexically resolved to the person object. They see that the object has curly braces and therefore assume that the parent scope of a method is the object. But objects do not provide scope. This in the greet method is equal to the person object because of how it was invoked. The method rule states, when a method is called, this will be set to the object that invoked the method. The fourth rule is the arrow function rule, which states, in an arrow function, this works the same as any other variable. This is resolved lexically. In this greet arrow function, this is equal to the window object because this is lexically resolved by going up the scope chain, and the parent scope of the greet arrow function is the global scope. So to summarize, the this keyword does not exist in an arrow function. In an arrow function, JavaScript treats this just like it does any other variable. It resolves it lexically. The last rule is the rule for object constructors and classes. Before we have a look at this rule, let's look at a quick example of what an object constructor does. I've got a simple object constructor function called person. All this function does is it creates a new object with two properties called first name and say name. So if I log out the value of this, we can see that it's an object with first name and say name properties. In other words, the person object constructor returns an object that looks like this. Can you see that we have an object with a say name property? And the say name property is a method, because when we invoke this function, it is invoked as a method. We went through the differences between functions and methods, so feel free to go over that again. But the point is that when the new object that is returned from an object constructor or a class has a method property, the method rule applies to the this keyword in that method, because the object that is returned is just an object with a method, and therefore the same rules that apply to method calls apply to object constructors and classes. Now that we understand that object constructors and classes are just syntactic sugar for creating objects, let's look at the this rule for object constructors and classes. The new object that is returned from either an object constructor or a class is set as the this binding for any method calls in that object. To make things easier, just remember that the same rule that applies to the this keyword and methods apply to object constructors and classes that return objects with methods. Executing the code in this example shows that this.firstName resolves correctly. And the reason it resolves correctly is because the method rule applies. The method rule states that when a method is called, this will be set to the object that invoked the method. And if we apply the method rule, we determine that this in the sayName method is equal to the person object, because the property immediately to the left of the sayName method invocation is the person object. Thanks for watching What Is This in JavaScript. If you want to go beyond this and reach boss level knowledge of this, stick around and I'll show you the biggest issues that this causes and how you can apply the 5 rules you just learned to any situation that JavaScript will throw at you. Let's have a look at the arrow function as a method. In this example, the greet method is an arrow function. When the greet method is invoked, this.firstName is undefined. It might seem confusing, but it makes perfect sense. We know that the greet function is a method call because we invoke the method with person.greet. But the greet method is an arrow function. Therefore, we need to use the arrow function rule. And we know that this is resolved lexically in arrow functions. Therefore, the parent scope of the greet arrow function is the global object and not the person object, because objects do not provide scope. That's why this.firstName is undefined. So ideally, arrow functions should not be used as methods if you need to use this. In this case, using a normal function as a method would be the right choice. Let's have a look at a method with a nested function. Here we have a method called greet with an inner function called printName. And in the printName inner function, we are trying to reference the this.firstName value, which is on the object. If we run the code, we get an undefined error when trying to reference this.firstName from within the printName function. Let's see why that is. Have a look at how the printName function was invoked. It was invoked from within the greet method. So we know that printName is a function and not a method. Now that we know that printName is a function and not a method, all we have to do is to reference the rule for functions, and that will give us the answer as to why this.firstName is undefined. The this rule for functions states that the value of this will always be set to undefined if strict mode is on. Okay, but how do we fix this problem? Because having a nested function in a method where you need access to this in the outer function is a common requirement. I'll show you a few ways we can fix this next. Let's have a look at the self example. Following on from the previous example where we have the printName function as a nested function of the greet method, how can we resolve this.firstName? One of the most common ways to do this is to create another variable called self or that, which points to this. So in the greet function, I'll create a self variable which points to this. And in the printName function, instead of referring to this.firstName, I'll refer to self.firstName instead. Self.firstName now shows the expected value. But how does this work? Even though functions have a built-in rule which states that the value of this will always point to the window object, all other variables will still be lexically resolved. So self is lexically resolved to the value of self in the greet method, and the value of self in the greet method points to this, and the value of this in the greet method is equal to the person object, because the method rule determines the value of this in method calls. The bind example. Another way to resolve this.firstName is by using bind. I'll do this by changing the printName function expression to use a let instead of a const, and then I'll bind the printName function to this. And what this statement does is it explicitly tells JavaScript to bind the value of this in the current scope, which is the this keyword in the greet function, to the printName function. And that way, whenever this is used inside the printName function, this will be equal to the person object. And we know that the value of this in the greet function is equal to the person object because we use the method rule to determine the value of this. As a side note, it's worth mentioning that JavaScript's call and apply methods can also be used to achieve the same thing with slightly different syntax. The nested arrow function. Another way to solve this problem is by converting printName into an arrow function. I'll simply convert the printName nested function to an arrow function, and this.firstName resolves correctly now. But how does this work? We know that the this keyword is lexically resolved in an arrow function, and the parent scope of the printName arrow function is the greet method. And in the greet method, this points to the person object because we determined the value of this by looking at how the greet method was invoked. Thanks for watching how this works in JavaScript. If it was helpful to you, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.